Hello to all, welcome back to GeoGyanam. This is Sangeeta. So today I'm going to upload the analysis for UPSC Combined Geoscientist Examination, which conducted today on date 19 February 2023. Okay, so I have set A with me. Okay, so starting with the first questions. So first question is the main difference between gradualism and catastrophism is based on which of the following geomorphic attributes. Okay, first is gradualism gradual gradualism. Second is catastrophism. Okay, so the term itself indicates that if it is a gradualism, there is one more term, uniformitism. Okay, so they are asking from this topic, they are asking like these questions: what is uniformitism, what is continuity, what is gradualism. This time they ask the main difference between gradualism and catastrophism. Okay, so gradualism is something is happening very slowly. Okay, gradual मतलब कि sudden changes नहीं आ रहे कि तुरंत earthquake आ गया और वहाँ पे opening हो गई. Okay, so earthquake बोल क्या नो, these are the catastrophism processes. So gradualism, it is slow process. Catastrophism, it is fast. So in option they have mentioned geomorphic rate, geomorphic process, geomorphic law, geomorphic state. So according to me, the answer would be geomorphic rate. Okay. So these answer can vary. I have marked this answer. You might have marked some other another answer. So it can vary. Second one is which one of the following played most dominant role during the evolutionary stage of atmosphere in defining present day oxygen concentration in the atmosphere. Okay, तो अभी एटमॉस्फेयर में हम इतनी ऑक्सीजन की कंसंट्रेशन देख रहे हैं, तो इसके लिए मैंने मार्क किया है फोटोसिंथेसिस. ठीक है, फोटोसिंथेसिस. We know during Archean time there was reducing condition. It means oxygen was not present in the atmosphere. Okay, क्या था सबसे ज्यादा? CO2 था और green gases were present. But जैसे ही प्रोटेरोजोइक आया, in Proterozoic 2500 million years ago, what happened? Oxidizing condition starts rising. Okay, oxygen concentration increase in the atmosphere due to the photosynthesis process. Okay, third one, the zone marking the end of decrease in temperature with increase in altitude is known as. अब इसमें ना मेरे को बहुत confusion हो गया था. I know this is very simple, but I don't know how I missed this topic. So you can comment down the answer for this one. Fourth one is laccolith. So what is laccolith? These are dome shape. Faccolith, if there are fold, then in between fold, laccolith will be present like this. Okay. Then lopolith it is basin. Then stalk, there are two terminology, stalk and batholith. Batholith is if it covers greater than 100 meter square area. Stalk, it is like it is of small size. Then batholith, it is an igneous intrusion. Okay, it is intruding on the surface like any igneous process. So for fourth, I have marked the D option. For fifth one, consider the following statement regarding continental lithosphere. So we know. Let me drop this. So it is about continental lithosphere. Continental lithosphere. We know that there are two plates. Okay, one is oceanic crust, another one is continental crust. Okay, so there is subduction of oceanic crust under the continental. Okay, so this is the part of lithosphere which is going under the subduction. It will have some part of lithosphere too, like upper mantle, right? And its average thickness is 150 kilometer. So I have marked all three answers are correct. Sixth one is the critical temperature at which all magnetic mineral become non-magnetic mineral is known as Curie point. I have marked Curie point. Next one is next question is related to graded river. I am not sure about answer for this one. Next one is which one is not associated with subcaste. So we know that subcaste, they are formed usually in area where there is very high temperature. Okay, so if there is a water like this, and if very high temperature is there, so what will happen? Evaporation will occur in greater rate and it will leave behind the salt part here. Okay, so this will be called as subcaste. So here I have marked answer A is not associated with subcaste because I think tidal flat it is dominated by evaporites and constant wind activity at the surface subtidal environment. Ninth, incised meander. So it is depositional feature. We know in river this is meander. Okay, so they are talking about the incised meander. It represents relative drop in base level, right? It generally flows in steep, narrow bedrock valleys, correct? It is associated with floodplains. So, which one is correct? So, 2, 3, 4 statement are correct according to me. Next one is match the following landforms. So, hanging valley is related to glacier. Blind valley is related to groundwater, and lowest it is related to wind. In size valley it form in river. Next question. A cube shaped rock piece having one dimension of 2 meter was broken into 8 cubes having one dimension of 1 meter. What will be the change in surface area because of the mechanical weathering? They are talking about the physical weathering. Okay, physical weathering. Here surface area it will get doubled. Next, in basaltic terrain, which one of the following clay mineral will be present in low mean annual rainfall? So I have marked kaolinite as answer for this one. Next, which one of the following material shows a combination of recoverable elastic strain, permanent deformation, analogous? I have not marked this one. Next is related to strain. So there are 4 strain condition mentioned. Linear strain, shear strain, which is an angle. If this is a block, how much it will get deflected from the perpendicular. So this is shear strain. Okay. Uniaxial strain, pure strain. I have marked B answer for this one. Fold in which hinge zone are completely detached from the limbs. I don't know about this one. Which one of the following linear deformation structure is formed restricted to interface between competent rock and incompetent rock? Okay. So we know that slicken side. What is slicken side? If this is a rock block, okay, and if this block has been thrusted down, so these lines will be present on the block. These are called as the striation. Okay, but they have asked here competency role is there is no role of competency in case of striation or slicken side. But in case of mullions, what will happen? There will be a fold and there will be formation of structure like this if there is a competent and incompetent bed. Okay, so these are called as the mullions. These are the linear or these are the linear deformation structures. Next is the term ramp and flat are used for steep subhorizontal portion of any fall surface. Okay, we are talking about the ramp, flat. You have seen these type of questions many times in GATE exam, and they are talking about the sinistral sense. Okay, there are dextral sense, dextral. If it is on right side, sinistral, left side. Okay, and they are talking about the host and graben too. This is graben. In normal fault, this is host. Okay. They are talking about which are the statements are not correct. Okay. So option 1, 2, 3, they are not correct. Next, fold that arcs sideways. If fold is like this, so it is a neutral fold. Okay. Next, difference between the maximum stress and minimum stress, it is differential stress. Differential stress. Next, following statement regarding the fracture is not correct. According to me, compressive strength of rock is always greater than the tensile strength. So this statement is not correct. Okay, so this question, 31 question, that which of the following group exhibits the perispheroid, Bogled, Hutton-Locher lamellar intergrowth? So this question has been asked in last year too. So it is shown in the plagioclase. Okay. Next is phosphorate phyllite series of following group of mineral is an example of. So it is an example of solid solution. Next, which of the following pair of mineral is not an example of polymorphism? Not पूछा है, तो I have marked edenite and ancetite. Okay. Next, some species of plagioclase show spectacular color ranging from blue to green, yellow, red. This iridescence is called. अब इसमें मेरे को बहुत कंफ्यूजन था, तो मैं इसका आपको नहीं बता सकती क्या आंसर होगा. जिसको पता है कमेंट डाउन. ओके. नेक्स्ट वन इज माइका. So mica is silicate with layered crystal structure in which sheet of MOH octahedra are sandwiched between two inward pointing sheets of linked tetrahedra. अब मैं उस टाइम पे जल्दी जल्दी में थी, मुझे इसके सारे ही ऑप्शंस करेक्ट लगे हैं. इफ इट इज नॉट करेक्ट देन प्लीज लेट मी नो. नेक्स्ट वन इज एम्फीबोल. आई हैव मार्क्ड ऑल 3 करेक्ट फॉर एम्फीबोल 2. नेक्स्ट वन इज it is related to plate tectonic setting and what kind of magma we will get over there. Okay. If there is expansion going on between two plates, then through the process of convection, magma will get generated over here and we will get what kind of magma here? More mid-oceanic rigid salt or tholites. If there is compression going on between the oceanic plate and continental plate, then there will be, after some point of time, there will be partial melting will occur. Okay, and there will be generation of what kind of magma? It will be andesitic. Okay, so in the subduction type of environment, you will get andesite magma. So they have asked which statement is correct. So according to me, 1, 2, 3, all are correct. Okay. Next is ultramafic volcanic rock with spinific texture. Okay, spinific texture, it is a texture. It is needle-like texture you will see with olivine. Okay, it will like this needle-like texture. You will see in the cometites. It formed in Archean. Next, concordant lens shape, convex upward lens shape. Igneous intrusion is, I marked faculous for this. Next one, the texture in the basaltic rock where angular interstices between plagioclase grain. Okay, there is a pyroxene, big grain of pyroxene, and there will be plagioclase grain in between them. So this is ophitic texture. Next is volcanic debris. So this question has been asked many times that if there is a volcanic debris, it mixes with water. Okay, अगर कोई volcanic debris है water के साथ mix हो जाएगी, it will form what? It will form lahar. Next, in a diopside albite anorthite ternary system, the curve along with both diopside plagioclase can coexist. Okay, दोनों coexist कर रहे हैं, तो answer will be co-tectic curve. Next is in many dikes, phenocryst faces concentrated towards the center of the dike away from the wall. Due to I was very confused while attempting this one. I don't know how to solve this one. Which one of the following basalt type is depleted in the LRE? Okay, so as per my knowledge, more is kind of basalt in which LRE or incompatible elements will be absent or very less. Next, which one of the following pair of minerals is formed during the pelletization of carbonatite? Its answer is azurine and orthoclase, but in hurry I marked orthoclase and physicals. So this happened while attempting the paper. Be careful about it. Granitic rock containing higher Al2O3 and having mica, garnet, cordierite plus normative corundum is termed as, I marked M-type granite for this. M-type. Next, which one of the following magma type represent high liquidus temperature and is mostly restricted to Archean time? Okay, so we know that cometite is the rock which is restricted to the Archean time. Next, which one of the following basalt is generated within the plate 60 setting aided by melted plume activity? So it is more Vidosianic rich basalt. Next, melanosome is a term associated with which one of the following metamorphic rock? Okay, so we know that migmatite, it is a mixed rock in which, okay, after very high temperature, very high pressure, in the end, okay, initially it will be diagenesis process, then there will be metamorphism, then there will be igneous, and in the very end stages you will get migmatite. Okay, so in migmatite you will see banding too. Okay, like not that much wide banding, but it is somewhat foliated, and you will see leucosome, which is light color bands, and melanosome, which is dark color band. So you will see melanosome in migmatite. Next is pseudotechelite is commonly found due to. So we know that when in the depth of earth, what will happen? There will be um, brittle zone, then there will be ductile zone. Okay, you will get pseudotechelite here. What will happen when two plates they will come in contact with each other due to the friction? What will happen? This friction will cause heating in that place, and there will be melting. Okay, this part will get melt due to the extreme friction between two plates. So this is pseudotechelite is fractional heating. Next, which of the following represent the metamorphism of local extent? So it is burial metamorphism. Next, perfectly developed foliation, independent of bedding, very fine grain. If they are saying foliation is very fine grain, then we will mark slaty cleavage. Okay. Snowball garnet texture, it is syntactonic, everyone knows. Next is metamorphic fabric, commonly reflect the alignment of sum of all constituent mineral grain in particular orientation. Okay. And next one, preferred orientation may develop as a result of mechanical rotation. So I marked as both 1 and statement 2 are correct. I don't know whether it is like I will be getting marked for this one or not, but I marked that both statement are correct. Okay. Next is the texture in which porphyroblast shows small fold in the inclusion trail within it called as, so I marked helicitic texture for this. Next, granoblastic polygonal is a texture we will see in quartzite. What degree of freedom can be ascribed to a zone if P and T are considered as only intensive variable? So there are two intensive variable, na? P and T. So degree of freedom will be 2. Okay. The reaction muscoid quartz ilmenite K feldspar plus H2. I marked continuous reaction for this. I was not getting the exact answer. I don't know whether I'm correct or not. Next is in blue sheet facies rock. Which one of the following minerals shows the blue color prominently? So it is glaucophane. Very easy. Next is in eclogite facies. What you will see? You will see amphicite and there will be no plagioclase. So C option will be correct. Next, grain size sorting is extremely poor. You will see in glacier region, the sorting is very poor. Okay, there can be big boulder, there can be small grains too. Okay, which one of the following type of grain contact signifies the maximum amount of compaction in a sandstone? So I was confused between the concavo-convex contact and sutured contact. I am not sure about this one. Next is sedimentary rock will be called conglomerate if I don't know because I didn't read about it. I don't know why. Which of the following biogenic structure can be categorized as bioerosion structure? So I marked boring for this one. Let's see. In the modern ocean basin, zoophycos occur in the bathyal zone. I didn't mark this. I am just guessing. Okay. Which of the following sedimentary structure provides sense of direction, grain movement? So it is parting lineation. Next is crystal fragment, glass fragment, rock fragment that have been released from pre-existing volcanic rock by weathering or erosion and transported from their place of origin by air, water, or ice. These are called as the pyroclasts are the clasts which get originated during the volcanic activity. I'm confused between the A and B. Epiclast can be the answer. A grain-supported carbonate rock with intergranular spaces required by clay and 5 size particle. It is known as patchstone. Next, epsilon cross stratification is characteristically formed in. So I'm not sure about this. I think meandering channel, maybe. Debris flow product generally assume which of the following geometries? Spherical, maybe. I'm not sure about this because these questions are tough for me because I haven't studied this much for this part. Which of the following features bear unequivocal signature of erosion deposition? I'm not sure. I think maybe common presence of ripple drift. All calcium carbonate sediment with their original mixed mineralogy after diagenesis get transformed into the high magnesium calcite. The oldest known bird fossil Archaeopteryx was recovered from the Middle Jurassic of Germany. मुझे पता था it is found in Germany, but I am very much confused between late or middle. So maybe middle. Let's see. Speciation occurring in the planktonic microorganism on the either side of. So this question is related to allopatric, speciation, peripatric, parapatric, sympatric. Next one is evolutionary trend. They have asked like punctuated equilibrium, phyletic gradualism. I haven't studied for this. Next is what is exogastric cephalopoda. So exogastric is when ventral side it is convex and dorsum side is on the outside of the coil. Okay. Endogastric is when ventral side is convex. I have written and convex. I remembered like this. Which of the following is example of brachiopods with strophic shell? So I guess Terebratula. Which of the following lamellibranch genera is not found in the recent time? I am not sure about it. Next is cephalopod, conodont, and large. See that these are the following. The paleo part and the geomorphology part. It was tough. Which one of the following is a middle Pleistocene hominin species? I think Astrolopithecus anamensis. Let's see. Which one of the following early horses was grazer? So horse evolution it occurred from the browsing to grazing. Okay. So this will be Parahippus according to me or Pliohippus. Let's see. Next one is related to stable isotopic composition. I marked D option for this. Next is they asked about the Chorditalian leaf fossil. Next one it is related to ostrocods. And next one it is match the following very easy. Rubidium, strontium, potassium, argon, carbon, nitrogen. Okay. Next is this question is repeated again. It has been asked in the previous year that rock formation deposited at same stage of early evolutionary history is referred as homotaxial. Next one is the principle that facies which occur in conformable vertical succession of strata also occur in the lateral adjacent modern environment. So this is the Walter law of facies. Next, which one of the following is an era? So it is Cenozoic. Which one of the following is lithostratigraphic unit shows in decreasing order? So it is Sargur, Vindhyan, Gondwana, Shivala. Next, stratigraphic position of Kushalgarh limestone. It is above the Alvar and below the Ajapur. Next one, which one of the following quartzite rock formation of India? So it is 3, 1, 2. Gulcheru quartzite, Irlakonda quartzite, and Siricillium quartzite. Next one, in Vindhan group, which is not correct. The basal conglomerate occur at the base of the Semri group. I don't think so. It is correct. Next one, which of the following is reported from both Kaladgi group and Semri group? So it is Collenia species, which is a stromatolite. I mark this one. Next, Umaria marine bed and Manindergarh marine bed. So it is, I mark 2 and 3 for this. Next one, which is statement is correct for island arc. So it is 2 and 3. That it is long chain and andesitic volcanism occur over there, and island arc originate on the oceanic crust between the ocean trenches and continental areas. Okay. Next is Lower Cambrian trilobite red lichia is known from the Nubulus shale. And next one is match the following, which is zinc for Galena ZNS. Next, interlacing of mineralized veinlet transversing post rock. I'm not sure about this. Maybe stockwork. Next is which of the following term refers to the precipitation and growth of mineral in veins exhibiting a banded appearance. I'm not sure about this. Which of the following refers to the black ore associated with Kuroko type deposit? So I think lead zinc deposit we get from the Kuroko type deposit. So I think sclerite galena be right. Let's see. Next, which of the following is not true for the alluvial placer? So alluvial placer are formed without the stream action. I don't think so. They form with the help of stream. Next, propylitic alteration is characterized by development of non-pelletolite pyrite tourmaline. So I think both statements are correct. Which one of the following is the, so it is very easy, stratiform chromite, copper-nickel sulfide, pegmatite, layers of titaniferous magnetite. It is given in Bangar too. The same thing is given in Bangar. Next, 104, mafic, ultramafic, intrusive are commonly associated with metasomatic deposit. Carbonate rock hosts many metasomatic deposits compared to arenaceous sedimentary rock. So both 1 and 2, they are correct. Next, under tropical and subtropical weathering, which of the silicate mineral we will get from this laterite? So it garnerite. Next, anthracite has low sulfur content. This is wrong. Next one, for clay mineral for caprock and petroleum reservoir caprock question. Second statement is correct. Next, diamond we get in Majgavan, magnetite in Chalk Hall Hills. Next, pore water pressure, it is equal to the atmospheric pressure. Amount of water held in the soil after, I'm not sure about this. Effective porosity, I marked all 3 statements are correct. Let's see which one is correct. And for hydraulic conductivity, it depends on both the rock property and the fluid property. And intrinsic permeability, it depends only on the fluid property. Okay. So 1 and 2 are correct. Next one is porosity. It is dimensionless. Hydraulic conductivity, they have asked many times. This is meter per day. Okay. Or you can write a meter as L, day as second. So it is LS fine. T time. LT minus 1. Transmissivity L square T minus 1. Then average interstitial velocity. I'm not sure about this. Next one is related to Darcy velocity. So Darcy velocity, it is proportional to the hydraulic gradient. Okay, Q is equal to minus Ka dH by dl. So this is gradient. It is direct proportional to this. Next is rho Vd by mu, Reynolds number. Rho Vd by mu. It is inertial force by viscous force. Next is related to non-carbonate hardness. I'm not sure about this. Next one is groundwater study. Fractionation is done in parts per thousand. Which one of the following is not a spreading method? Okay, spreading method. It is artificial recharge method. Okay, it is artificial recharge method in which basin method, stream channel method, ditch and furrow method is there. Okay, irrigation method is there, but excess pumping method it is not there. Last one is which of the following statement regarding artificial recharge is correct? So it neither maintain nor augments the groundwater resources. So first statement is not correct. Second and third are correct. So this was all about the today's exam analysis which I have done. So for according to me, geomorphology question was a bit tough for me because I didn't study that much for them. And let's see what will be the result, whether it is positive, whether it is negative. It all depend on the fate. I have done my best. You also have done your best, and all the best for your results. If not this time, then all the best for your next time examination. Keep preparing, keep learning. Bye bye.